Hey guys, me again. This time with something completely different, not related to cars, but related to life in general and success and careers. So if you're interested in cars, this isn't the one to watch. Still have some more flowers. I'm trying to get used to the idea of having flowers. I don't have any plants or trees in the house, but they're still here, more different ones, and I'm still alive, so that's good. Don't try this at home, by the way, if you're allergic. I've taken antihistamines. Okay, so today I want to talk about key steps to success. So 5 key things that I think are very important, and I've followed them throughout my life, and if anyone classes me as remotely, marginally successful, then my advice might be of some use. Otherwise, just humor me and listen to me, and maybe in one ear, out the other. Who knows? First of all, if you think that you're lost and you don't know what your path is, join the club. The whole world is lost. Especially if you're young. People in their late teens and early 20s, sometimes even throughout their 20s and 30s, people feel lost and they think, I don't know which direction. I ended up in a job that I don't really like and I don't know what I'm doing. Trust me. It's the way of the world. Everyone is lost. It all depends on how well you can fake it, that you're not lost. The vast majority of the world around us revolves on people faking their way through life. I can safely assume that there are probably about 5% of people who actually know what they want and are driven and doing what they want. The vast majority of people are lost. They're just faking it, and faking it well. The better you can fake it, the more successful you'll be. So don't feel lost, because everyone's lost, so it doesn't really matter. That's the first thing. Second thing is power of perception. So thanks to our media and the society and the culture, we are so brainwashed and programmed to believe in certain things. If we see someone driving a nice car, if we see someone wearing a nice suit, we assume that it comes with success, or it's a product of their success. There are things like, if you see someone who's smartly dressed, perhaps in a suit, is well spoken, we automatically assume that they're very well educated, they're groomed, they have good qualifications. May not be true. And there are many people I've come across like that who aren't. But they play on the power of perception. I've driven past so many houses in London where you look at the house and the state of it and the price that you know roughly how much it is, and then you see the car parked outside and it's like the house and the car are worth the same. How come? Why? Those people are clever people. They know that they can't carry the house with them, but they can carry their car with them or take their car out. So people judge them based on what they drive rather than what they're really capable of. And therefore, perception is everything. So first thing is, don't feel lost. Second thing is, work on the perception. Be strong in whatever you're doing and in your beliefs, and people, if you believe it yourself, people will believe it as well. So the most difficult thing is convincing yourself that you're smart enough and clever enough. Once you've convinced yourself, then others will follow. So that's the key second thing to remember. Third point is wisdom and experience. As you grow older, you will realize that you will gain some experience, you learn certain things in life, and it will open your eyes to the reality of the world, and that feeling of being lost will slowly disappear, because you'll be able to see through people, and you'll be able to judge and understand how their brains work and what they're doing, and all of the various things that seem very, I don't know, outside of our reach or outside of our brain's comprehension suddenly start making sense, and you realize, this person is so and so, and that's what they're doing. But whatever you do, don't call them out, because deep down inside, everyone is scared. Your boss is scared of losing his job as much as you're scared of losing yours. So if you think someone's bluffing, don't call them out, because you'll push them in a corner, and what they'll do is they'll turn against you, and it may not be done on a conscious level. It will be done perhaps on a subconscious level because of their fear of being found out. So, as Shakespeare said, the world is a stage and we're all actors. If you're a good actor, then help the other actors, because the vast majority of the world is acting and pretending. So if you're not pretending, then you're very smart. You'll definitely, or well, most likely succeed and get to the top anyway. But if you're not 100% sure and you're 70% there and you're faking it by 30%, you don't want to be found out, same way others don't want to be found out. So don't feel the pride when you're wise enough and experienced enough to say, I'm going to pick on this person, because they will retaliate. The fourth thing, which I've sort of covered in the previous one, is whatever you do, think of yourself as an actor when you're out and about in a work environment. Don't say things that you can say behind closed doors, and don't think that people are not watching your every move and they're not judging you. Whether they do it consciously or subconsciously, they will. So my advice is go with the flow and respect others, because if you're in a pool of 95% mediocre people and you're the top 5% of the smart, wise, clever people, you're a minority, and you know what happens to minorities, they get crushed. So if you start scaring people and calling them out on the mistakes or issues or their lack of abilities or capabilities, they will not be your friend. They will turn against you. So the key thing is to understand that we're all actors, we're on a stage, you have to help your fellow actors so the whole show goes on. And all of that I'm saying to you now, it may sound like, what a load of BS, and why is this guy telling us? Either for some of you I'll be stating the obvious, for others it will seem like I'm telling you to fake through life. But what I'm telling you is the reality of life, and if you choose to ignore it, you're going to keep getting kicked over and over again. So the sooner you realize this, the sooner your life will become comfortable and easy, and you will succeed. The thing is, it takes all sorts of people to be combined and put together to deliver a business, a project. So you might be smart in one area, but there may be someone else who's got something different. So instead of picking on people's faults, look for their abilities, and those around you that you think are not smart enough or not hardworking, they may have other skills that you can tap into and make it a well-oiled machine and make it work. I've worked for numerous organizations in my life, and the key to my success has always been people. And I do not treat anyone differently based on their capabilities, the CV, or I treat them as individual human beings, and I always look to tap into the best of their abilities and their potential. I've had staff who I was given handovers and history from the previous managers saying, this is a hopeless case, get rid of them. And I've proven that within a space of 3 months you can turn it around, you can make a very unproductive person into a productive person just by tapping into their potential, seeing what makes them tick, what makes them enjoy the part they're playing in this world. And if you can get that, you will realize you'll make better friends at work, you'll be successful, your life will be happier, and everyone else's life will be happy around you. Otherwise you'll keep getting friction in your life. So the fourth point is, think of the world, think of Shakespeare. This is the stage, we're all actors and we have to perform and we have to play our roles, but we have to help each other as well. And then the last thing is, number 5, is power of persuasion. And this is like a sum up of all the things that I've said before. If you can persuade people that you're good enough, your battle is won. If I can persuade this cat not to jump onto the table when I'm filming, I would be successful. It's impossible. You've probably seen me do this a few times, but I love him. I'm allergic to cats as well, severely allergic. So, power of persuasion means believe in yourself, know that you're a good actor, know what your positives and negatives are. Instead of working on your negatives, focus on your positives. Because if you focus on your negatives, you're going to become a mediocre someone else. So focus on your positives, not on your negatives. Because if you improve your negatives, you'll just become a mediocre. And the same amount of effort put into your positives will make you extraordinary. And then going back to the other points about perception and believing in yourself, it's very important. So the persuasion element of this depends on what you have told yourself and how you believe in yourself. Because if you believe in yourself, you can persuade others. And once you can persuade others, you'll be successful. Hope this was of some use. If you want me to cover specific areas, I'm happy to do so. So comment below, let me know. Thank you very much to those of you who email me and put in requests and ask me for this. I'm just an ordinary guy. I don't think I'm anyone extraordinary, but I work very hard and I'm failing badly with this cat. So anyway, thank you very much for watching once again and see you soon.